We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
That jab misses. And he scores with the counter. A perfect counter shot. The straight right just misses. Well done with that counter shot. Couldn't land that jab. Hold it right there. Oh my! Barrera has never been in this kind of trouble before. That was the moment. It's okay to take a knee.
Best thing to fight.
Beautiful counter punch. That jab doesn't find a home. How about that time counter shot? Marco Antonio Barrera is on the canvas. I think that will look even more dramatic in slow motion.
I've got to see that again.
And he just misses with that jab. And he scores with the counter. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Nice counter shot. And Barrera is rocked. Didn't wait too long to get back and get engaged.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the
very close round with 10 seconds to go. Oh my word, Barrera is down. Can he make it back to his feet? And as you can see here, a picture-perfect punch did the trick.
Where did that come from?
And there's the bell to start round 12. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
That counter punch caught him clean. Down goes Barrera! And look at that shot to the... Misses with the straight left. Nice counter shot. Throws the jab, it doesn't score. There's a counter shot. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker.
Tonight, I'm Todd Grisham. And here he is in the flesh, Terrence Bud Crawford, one of the pound-for-pound best. So much hype surrounding. These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. Got him with a left jab. This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
This fight has a real good flow to it. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Counter puncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what? Next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
I like that. I'm happy. Good man. Rounds, right? It's only one round that you've lost. Don't will appear. You were thinking. You were smart. You were
on to the second round. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Only catching air with that hook. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Right hook just missed. Should we be surprised if these two fighters go the distance tonight, considering how much they've emphasized their physical fitness? That jab won't score. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Both men step back for just a moment. Nope, that jab not going to score. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to it. The bell rings and we start the third. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Punch, counter punch. There's been a significant aggression difference in this fight, Johnny. What do you see?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. How about that time counter shot? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Nice counter shot. They both want a highlight reel knockout. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you're in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fighter. Get out there and get the job done.
You've been coast. You were thinking, you were smart, you weren't loading up, but you were still landing.
For fight, and he's going to be confident. You've got to take that confidence away.
Think about the defense on the end and what you do. Good work. Stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight.
There's the bell for round 4. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter. He threw a punch and just got countered. This is a high-octane battle. Good counter punching. And he misses with that straight left. There's a counter shot. A perfect counter lands. That counter punch caught him clean. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed, they're confident, they know they just have to quick burst, boom! In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed, and that's why they can maintain this all the way to a fight.
Misses with the straight left. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Come on, switch on. Right.
He's ready to go, but you've got to be smart. Otherwise, he'll see it and ride it out.
Smart when you go out there. Just take the round off. Win the round on you.
Working nice. Those 1-2s straight down the middle. You can't miss him. Great work.
Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the 5th. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You'd like to see more jabs. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
They figure out the combination to this safe.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than I could.
Well done with that counter shot. Throws the uppercut but misses. He's willing to go where the other fighter won't. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Beautiful, that's it. Start sticking in a few body shots in there. Very.
You're starting to make mistakes and you're switching off. I need you to switch back.
Don't run him back into the fight. Don't give him no free shots. Keep smart. Relax now. I don't want you to load up. Don't be looking there.
On to the 6th round. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
They exchange punches. Beautiful counter punch. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tell. That's what they do in the gym every single day, every week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way.
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. Crawford is dazed. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Look at the hand speed and footwork between these two elite-level middleweights. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't.
Focus on what you're doing.
Here we go. It's round 7. After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Nice counter shot. Beautiful counter shot. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. Do you know the amazing fights at a middleweight are ridiculous? That is what writes our history books.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That hook won't score. And he scores with the counter. That uppercut misses. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Okay, now you let him his round, and he just
Good work out there. The jab's working nice. Those 1-2s.
focus back, get that jab back. Just box him, just be smart. Just get you.
Don't let him back into the fight. Great round. You were thinking, you were smart. You weren't loading up, but you were still landing your power shots. Good work. Don't forget the jab and don't get carried away.
Get your mind back on the job. Get back out there and win the round.
Good man, good man. Just saying again, don't change too much. Keep
it. Let's go out there. Let's reset. Forget about that round.
It was. You're getting your timing already. The right hand's beautiful. That's it. Start
round. I need you to focus on what
the referee calling for seconds out as we get set to jump back in the action.
To load up. Don't
than this kid. Go back out there and win the round. Get back behind your jab basics.
And there's the bell for round 8. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Good counter punch. They walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym. You can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
That counter shot lands. Catch and shoot. Perfect counter shot. Swing and a miss with that hook. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Nice counter punch. Can't land that jab. Uppercut just missed. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's all very close round with 10 seconds to go. Crawford's legs are all over the place. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
And he's going to be confident.
Great round, great round. Now relax. Good work there.
On the end of that jab and then just start gathering your pace. Win this round back.
Can't miss him. Great work. Stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight. Great.
I need you to switch back on. Get focused. Get your minds on the job. Get back out there and win the round. Don't worry about that round. Let's go out there. Let's reset. Forget about that round. It's a
little bit so he can't figure you out. Great work.
Don't be next round. I need you to get back out there. I need you to win out.
He's ready to go. He's absolutely shattered. He's
just box him. Be smart. Get your shots off and don't give him anything.
Ride it out. Go out there.
And there's the bell to start round 9. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
The straight right just misses. Nice counter shot. You don't want to trade shots. Nice counter shot. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Jab slightly off target. Perfect counter lands. They exchange punches. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round.
Stay focused.
And there's the bell for round 10. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
That counter punch caught him clean. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? A perfect counter lands. Nice counter shot. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around them.
And down goes Jones Jr. We need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
One, two, three, four. Can you continue?
Well, they beat the count and are ready to go again.
Good, look at his corner, look for the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner. So
As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round.
Just keep.
Here we go in the championship rounds, round 11. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
that knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Back and forth they go. They exchange punches. Do you believe this? Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because If you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this.
Whoa, Johnny! Crawford in trouble! And apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs again.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. That's a lot of swelling. The referee taking a good look at it. Is he going to stop it? So the referee took a look and decides, let's keep going. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this next round.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
Keep smart. Good work there. The jabs are working.
I need you to focus on what you're doing. You don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on, you're getting back into this. You're better than this, kid. Go back out there and win the round. Get back behind your jab.
Basing your timing already, that right hand is beautiful. That's it. Just
I'm back on the job. That's a terrible round, that is. Come on, you're letting back in.
figure you out. Great work. Just the same again. Don't change too much.
Come on, switch on. Get your boxing back together. Put him back on in this round.
Don't be looking there for one shot at a time. Set him
Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up as we get set to jump back in. There's the bell for round 12. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Insane action. One punch could change everything in this battle. Nice counter punch right up the middle. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain.
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Well done with that counter shot. Missing with that right hook. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. The three judges agree, and we've got a unanimous decision.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game plan. But what a result.